Love YouTube. Knowledge of self-determination. Don't mind me. I'm doing a coffee bean extraction and some half and half for a beta test for a product that I have yet to create, or rather create in this form. So that's what all this is about. So apparently, now first and foremost, I mean, I gotta say this first off. I've said it once, I've said it before, I'll say it again, and I'll say it until it's not true. We need to stop listening, black people, as a group. We need to stop taking our cues from entertainers and quote unquote black celebrities. It's time to stop listening to these buffoons. It's time. They were not the smart kids in school. They were not the fucking presidents of the student body council. They were not honor roll students, the majority of them. These are not the best and brightest of us. But yet we keep allowing ourselves to be led around by the nose by these buffoons, the black entertainer class. They are bought and paid for Democratic shills. Now, just like I gave Nick Cannon props for, for collaborating and talking with and building with, strong black men, dropping that science. I give him credit for that. I give him credit for trying to be down with the soil. When he did it, I gave him credit for that. I'll give Snoop credit for putting Gayle King, her donkey face ass on blast. I'll give Snoop credit for that, right? I'll even give him credit for the amended response. Still putting her on blast, but he amended it. But here's where the credit stops. When you motherfuckers do a complete 180 and completely turn and go into the opposite direction. You see, I think that hurts black people, because you are the people that the world sees before they see us. Well, I mean, thanks to social media now, I mean, they get both sides of it. So, I mean, there's that. But the influence that these individuals have within the black community, and within the social sphere, period, is actually more than they actually deserve. Now, apparently, Obama was in LeBron's ear, and he was allegedly, the reason why LeBron and the other NBA players decided to end the NBA strike. It lasted 3 days. Now they got Black Lives Matter all on the courts and stuff. Remember, mind you, I told you guys years ago, I'm boycotting the NFL and the NBA for a multitude of reasons. But I've been boycotting them for years. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't watch a game. There have been games that have been on in my presence, and I make it a point to not pay attention to that shit. I don't care about that. Now, look at the terms. These are some of the terms in which, and this is the biggest one. These are some of the terms in which they agreed upon in order to go back. That the NBA stadiums, certain NBA stadiums, will be turned into voter registration centers, so that people can come out and vote. So basically, Obama was in their ear telling them, hey, if you go back and play so that the white supremacists can keep making money, this way you can put voting to the people who probably wouldn't vote, because, the Democrats really need those numbers and they really need black support and blah, 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 blah. Right? Barack Obama, once again, the black anti-black man. I mean, is it even fair to call this jack off a black man? I mean, in all honesty, is it even fair? Now, this is obviously a paraphrased version of the information, but to summarize, the NBA players were on a 3-day strike. Obama allegedly was in LeBron's ear and talked him into, and the other players back into playing because LeBron wanted to end the season. After Jacob Blake was shot, he wanted to end the season in protest, right? And here we go once again. Why is it that I'm not even going to ask that question. I'm not going to ask that question. But once again, black entertainers, black celebrities have let the black community down. Once again, they've let the black community down. Now, they haven't let me down because I don't expect much from them. I mean, in all honesty, I really don't expect much from them. I really don't. I don't put too much credit or stock into celebrities, athletes, entertainers. I really don't. Because, I mean, think about it, man. These people are the court jesters of our communities. They are literally there to serve as a distraction, singing and dancing and jumping and running and catching and flipping. They're there to keep you distracted. Because you know what black people aren't talking about if they're talking about the game or how many triple doubles this person scored or the all-time leading score in free throws or dunks or three-point shots or perimeter shot. Like, do you know what you're not doing when you're talking, when you're obsessing over and living vicariously through another man? You're not talking about our current situation. You're not talking about reparations. When you're obsessing over sports, you're not thinking about what's really going on. You're not talking about it at that time. We're at war. And in my opinion, the only thing that matters are the topics and subjects of war. If your entertainment is not enlightening you and making you a better person, then it's probably a waste of your time. This is why I say celebrities need to sit down and shut the fuck up. You guys are not our leaders. You never have been. You have influence, sure. People follow behind you because you're entertaining. People admire you because you make money. But you guys are not our leaders. Please stop pretending to be our leaders. You are not our leaders. You people are leading us like sheep to the slaughter. You're leading us to be fleeced and then skinned and bled out and then turned into fucking lamb chops. That's what y'all doing. Professor Black Truth makes a very, very good analogy about the one sheep. I forgot what he called it. I forgot the exact term that he used. But the one sheep that is pampered and buttered up by the sheep herder, by their master or their owner. He butters this sheep up. You know, he gives the sheep all the attention, feeds them better than the other sheep, and so on and so forth. Because sheep apparently are notoriously hard to herd. You can't really train them. They're like cats. They do whatever the fuck they're going to do. But they'll follow another sheep if that sheep is trained and buck broken, to the point to where as though it actually listens to its master and wants to please his master and do what his master wants it to do. So this sheep that is being treated better than all the other sheep, when it's time to get slaughtered, mind you, that sheep is the first one to get slaughtered. But it starts to walk up the ramp or walk into the slaughterhouse. The other sheep will follow that sheep because it's one of them. We can surely trust our own, right? This is what they do to us on a much larger, dangerous, genocidal scale. People, it is time to stop following and listening to entertainers. They are entertainers. What other group of people do you know are being led around the nose by their entertainers? It's time to stop listening to entertainers. It's time to stop following their lead. They're not the ones leading anything anyway. These entertainers try to usurp the movement that the soil starts. And then just like everything else they do, it always ends up turning into a white supremacist trap for us. Because we let the meatheads of our group tell us what we need to do. Seriously, it's it's time to stop, man. Seriously, black people, stop being led around by your nostrils by these celebrities and entertainers. Stop. It's time to stop. These people are not doing what's in our best interest. They are not. And if you're taking cues from Barack Obama, all I'm going to tell you is this, man. At this rate, I'll probably never ever watch and enjoy another NFL game or NBA game ever again. Because our entertainer class doesn't really seem to be on the ball. These are individuals who are only out for self. Because most of you guys, a lot of you guys listen to the new black media. A lot of you guys are listening to what the soil is saying. But you know what? Just listening isn't good enough. I'd rather you guys keep your fucking mouth shut and support the soil from behind the scenes than to keep thinking that you're our fucking leaders. You niggas ain't leading shit, but our asses to get slaughtered. You ain't leading shit. It's time to sit down and shut the fuck up.